Hey everyone, it's Alicia, also known as Valkylie, and today we are going to be doing Sandslash makeup. I already did Sandslash makeup. So, I'm going to put my hair back, of course. So I want to talk about, I have done this makeup look already, but I tried something that I shouldn't have tried, and it went to shit. Was the best way to describe it. Oh, look at my little Brett has a little gummy bear on it. We'll be seeing these in a different type of video. My face is breaking out a little bit right now, because it's that time of the month, so shit happens. Alright, so I'm using the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I am going to warm it up a little bit more than I normally would, because it is cold here in Florida. I mean, it's like 40 degrees, so it's a little cold for people that are used to a easy 85 on a normal day. So everything's a little cold, and it's a wet cold. It's not like a dry cold because it's been raining as well. It's just has not been it, sis. It's been not good. So I was hoping, as I said in the last video you guys will have seen, in the Sandslash makeup, oh, it's gonna be crazy makeup, it's gonna be so good. No, it's not gonna be able to be crazy. I mean, it's gonna be something new and different, but it's not gonna be something brand new, is how pretty much I'm gonna put it. Alright, this is gonna kind of look at my face, and I'm also going to be using the Garnier Skin Active Water Rose stuff, and I only use it on very few places, on like the really, really dry places on my face. So I'm going to grab it, I'm going to put it here, which I have something pretty exciting coming pretty soon as well, that I will have the stuff on the 6th of December, but do know this, I will not be able to do anything with it until Wednesday. So I think that's the 9th. Yeah, it should be the 9th by that day. Or it's the 9th or the 10th. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But I will be doing that. I have something pretty exciting. I'll probably talk a little bit about here, because I mean, it's not like most of the people that follow me and stuff follow me, like subscribe and like watch my YouTube videos here or anything, so I can talk a little bit about it. So I'm going to be using this roller gloss from ColourPop. Oh, it's like all thick and stuff because it's all cold, and so it doesn't really want to move. Because my lips are super duper dry. I'm gonna really pile it on. Okay. Now I'm going to color correct my face. And actually, no, I gotta prime my face first. I lied. Using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm going to take this, and then what I'm going to do with it is I swirl like once or twice around, and then I tap underneath my eyes. Then I tap here as well. Which right now is currently like finals week and everything for me. I put some right here and let that come around the edge of my nose. Do the same thing. I put some on my chin, and then I put some here. Oh, and the news that I have. So I am getting a cosplay, and it's going to be the Officer Jenny cosplay. And I will be reviewing it. And then after I review it and everything, I have a plan for every Wednesday, where essentially we will be doing a we'll be doing a game, It'll be a Pokemon game. We're going to randomize it. We're going to play it. And we're doing Pokemon Emerald first, because that is my favorite game. Not my favorite generation of Pokemon. My favorite generation is Gen 2. But it is my favorite. Also, sorry I'm have a jacket and stuff on, and I don't look the most presentable. It's because it's so cold. So I'm all bundled up right now. So, anyways, I'm going to be doing that, and that's going to happen every Wednesday. And except for, exceptions, of course, that will happen. But I'll, probably announce something on my Instagram, like, hey guys, can't go live today. But do follow me on Instagram, because I typically post on my story every time I go live. Make sure you follow me on Twitch and have all my notifications turned on, because that'll also notify you when I go live. Now we are going to color correct. We're going to use our Wet n Wild correcting palette, as we always do. I'm going to grab the yellow shade, and I'm going to go over cosplay and makeup. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial and a cosplay review, like I did from my last cosplay I did. But this makeup's going to be a little more intense than my other one. I thought try some more relaxed cosplay makeup. I didn't like the way it looked, so I'm going to do something a little more intense for Officer Jenny. Hopefully it'll be more well received than my Fruits Basket one. Also, it's a much more loved series. Obviously, it's freaking Pokemon, so it should be a little better received. Alright. So, now I'm going to grab the green shade out of this, which I only use when I have pimples, pretty much, that are, that there's enough of them that I'm like, okay, we gotta attempt to cover some of them up. Okay. I used to color correct my face like crazy, too. But I stopped doing that. I used to color correct every red part of my face, but then I just got foundations that were a little bit better about it. These are just bright red dots, you know what I mean? Can't really fix it too easily. Alright, and now I have this one right here. Put some right there. So now that I look like I'm halfway to being painting, we're going to put foundation on. And we're going to use the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation in shade Ellen 3. Going to just shake it a little bit. And open the bad boy up. Going to make my shapes like I normally do, but I'm going to kind of just tap around the color correcting because I don't want to wipe it off. So, which I don't know if I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do a photo shoot kind of right away for Officer Jenny because it's going to be cold. I don't know if you've seen Officer Jenny. That's a t-shirt and like a knee-high skirt. It's not going to be the most comfortable. And also, I plan on, from now on, trying to get most of my cosplays off of Etsy's and stuff, like Etsy shops and stuff. So we will have some of that. I just could not find a good Officer Jenny cosplay from like an Etsy store or for like a good price, or really just anywhere that was like more ethically sourced or anything. So I ended up having to get it off a store-bought thing from Amazon, but it's whatever. But I plan on it in the near future. I also plan on like doing some thrifting pretty soon, and also buying some like slow fashion stuff or more ethically sourced brands, and I will start doing reviews on those brands and stuff when I do buy it. So kind of be looking out for that because it will be happening. So because I want to do that, and I want to promote, like, slow fashion and, like, getting rid of fast fashion. I will be doing a vlog where me and my friend go around to, like, thrift stores and stuff. I will, however, be going into Box Lunch to look at some of their Sailor Moon stuff, and I'll try to be better and, like, only maybe get one, like, thing from it. I have been eyeing. I think it's going to be some of the jewelry, because I have been eyeing some of this jewelry for a very long time. Like, every time I go into the mall kind of staring at it, because I don't know if you guys know, but I really love Sailor Moon and the entire series. Also, this foundation looks a little weird on my skin right now. I don't know why. It's picking up different than I think it normally does, but it might be picking up exactly the same. I could just more than likely be imagining things. Okay. Now it'll be time to contour my face. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm going to take and draw my lines. Also, I want to say, what the fuck is happening in the YouTube world this week? Or these past few weeks? We have YouTubers selling their, like, childhood videos of them, like, flashing the camera, but with a sexual connotation on OnlyFans. We have a doctor that's been preaching forever to stay inside, and then is caught partying in Miami, and then is like, how do I put this? It's been really hard on my mental health to stay inside this long. And I live by myself, and so it's not nearly as of a risk as if I was to live with other people. I'm like, you still visited your dad, who's, like, probably, like, a minimum, like, 60. Sir, there's no excuse. Like, there's no excuse for your actions. So, I don't know. It's been a weird week on YouTube, hasn't it? Also, apparently, there are some people coming back from their canceled grave. It's weird. There's only been very few good things on the internet. One of them is Smoky Glow. The other one is Creepshow Art. The other one is the lovely, lustrous Louie Lane. I forever and always will love her. She also responded to one of my comments today. So I'm very happy. Alright, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild concealer, the Photo Focus concealer. I've never tried their concealer before, but I've been told it's a dupe for the Fit Me concealer, and it is cruelty free. So actually, let me get my powder ready first, because do you know some of these, like, concealers, you got 3 seconds to blend it out and set it kind of thing? Using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. I just really like Wet n Wild. It's cruelty free. It is, you know, I like that. Also, I really like the, you know, also this is vegan. I also like the price point. So, it's cruelty free and vegan. That's good, you know. Where I have health limitations, so I can't really be vegan or vegetarian to an extreme extent with my diet because of medical reasons. And if you would like to argue with me about that, I will just say fuck off, because I've had so many doctors and nutritionists and multiple people tell me, you cannot, do not try. You will just get extremely sick, you'll have to be hospitalized. So, I'm going to listen to somebody with a PhD if that's okay with you. Alright, I'm going to put some concealer on my chin because my chin is just always really, really red. Put a dot here, bring it up my forehead. Okay. Then I'm just going to get the tiniest bit on my brush, and I'm going to go right here and right here. And I'm trying to move all of my products to be vegan and cruelty free. And so I am investing more of my money and time into Wet n Wild for sure. Because your drugstore, I'm going to, you know, continue my search for really good stuff. There are, of course, like slow makeup. I don't call it, we would call it makeup. Like, there's not big corporation brands I want to start investing a little more of my money into. So I've been trying to find things like that and not as much mass-produced stuff. There are these body butters from this person called, like, I forget exactly what the name of it is, but it's, I don't know, they seem really good. They have a strawberry shortcake scent, and that's why it's like agape key or something like that. They have some pretty nice looking body butters that I'm considering. Also, if you can, you know, shop smaller brands this upcoming Christmas if you can. I mean, all the presents that I'm going to be getting people for Christmas are coming from Etsy shops. So, because that was really something I really wanted to do. And I probably will, like, of course I want to open it before Christmas and, like, check and make sure the stuff looks good and is a good quality, and I'll kind of talk about them. One I don't think I'm going to be able to show on YouTube. That's the wrong way to say that. Okay, so it's kind of, it's a body pillow. It's not nude, but it's also not clothed either. You know what I mean? Blankets are laying in the right spots kind of thing. And so I kind of want to review it in a video, but at the same time, I don't want to argue with the YouTube gods. Alright, I'm taking some of the powder on this brush that I've had from Dollar General since, like, literally high school. It's one of my favorite powder brushes. I don't know. I've been looking for, like, cruelty-free vegan brushes from, like, brands and stuff. I'm going with Wet n Wild, of course, still. I mean, I love all their brushes. I think I'm gonna get the full set and a couple of their other brushes, too. Now I can get a little bit more of the powder on, because I don't like to powder my under eyes too much. The rest of my face, screw it. I just put some powder on the brush, knock some of the excess off on the lid, and then I just tap it all over my face. Tappy, 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 tappy. It's probably not the best method to apply my powder, but it's worked for me for years, so I will continue to do it. But I really like this concealer, like, a lot. So I think I'm going to continue to buy it. Is the concealer vegan? I don't know, let me check. Is it vegan? It's a vegan concealer. Yay. I try to eat as clean as possible, but they're like, yeah, they pretty much gave me a list of all the foods I should eat and all the foods I shouldn't eat. And they said, like, vegan cheese is, like, the biggest thing. And they're like, no. Not for you, bud. They said that stuff is... They were telling me it wasn't the best in the world for my dietary problems. Also, this powder, I really like it. It makes my skin look so smooth. I look smooth, which is a point of powder. which some people don't like the full over powder look. I mean, I could have not put so much powder on, but I kind of wanted to. Because, I mean, there are Pokemon I have in the future that I plan on, like, kind of leaving a dewy finish on my face, of course. I have that, I have that plan. But for this Pokemon, I thought a matte finish would be the best, personally. Put some blush on. And the blush I'm going to use is this one right here. I'm going to do, oh, one second. I'm going to do mostly this shade with a touch of this shade. Because if you don't know, Sandslash is a ground type, and so that means you know, dirt. And going to kind of not do it extreme. See what's weird? Is right where I put the concealer and the color corrector, the blush isn't really adhering to just that little area I applied it to. That's so weird. Whatever works, I guess. Then dust it on my nose, dust it on my nose, dust it on my nose. Then it's really powdery, this palette. I would not purchase them again. I'm just being completely honest. It's because I don't mind kickback, but I can find makeup with the same exact color payoff and price point and shades without it being kickback and with it being cruelty free, because I have already matched pretty much all the shades that I have for my blushes with Wet n Wild, essentially, which is vegan and cruelty free. So, you know, or like other brands that are vegan and cruelty free, I could easily do that. So that's why I'm kind of like just kind of gonna use them up. And then when they're gone, they're gone. I will invest in different ones. These were free. That's probably my least favorite e.l.f. product I have tried thus far, is those. And I've tried quite a few e.l.f. products. So, yeah. Also, I'd have to say my least favorite Wet n Wild product is the primer. After I have tried other primers, I'd say it's probably one of the worst ones out there. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buff. It's not nearly as orange as it is on camera in person. In person, it's a little more muted. It's more like a, I would say like an apricot color in person. Well, it's very bright orange on camera. But it's okay. It's all right. Because, trust me, I mean, the face really at the end of the day isn't what most people are going to be focused on. But even if it is, it's about to be covered up with some highlighter, and so like I think it won't be nearly as prominent. Okay, I think I've blended it out pretty well. Now I'm going to take my highlighter, my highlighting brush. This is a little brush I got from Amazon. It's like Amazon like basic set. It is the best highlight brush I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to grab the Too Faced highlighter. I do not support this brand. I do not support this company. I do not support most anything that they stand behind now or that they have done in the past. I'm doing one quick sweep through of the highlighter, and I'm going to tap off some of the excess because I want a really light sheen. I'm trying not to do the crazy amount of highlighter anymore. Just a really nice sheen. I go across like this, and then I kind of blend it out like this. Then going to go across, tap off excess, go up here, go across, go up and down. If you just like hold it with a really light hand, it blends out beautifully. Put some here, put some on the tip of my nose and work it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another little bit, just boop, on here, up and down the bridge of my nose. Just add a little bit more because it wasn't giving me enough. Alright, now it is going to be time for the eyes. So I'm going to be right back with the eye stuff. I'll be right. Okay, so we're going to be grabbing the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, right? And we are going to just put a little bit more than what we're used to, because that I'm used to nowadays, because the makeup I've been doing when I'm not doing this is much different than when I am, which I'm going to be, of course, doing one eye, and then I'm going to be moving, and then I'm going to do the other eye, and then I'm going to come back after I do that. You know, that's how I've been doing it for a while. Okay, so I'm going to blend this all out. I want it a little bit thicker because I just want to make sure that, I don't know, it just makes me feel better when I'm doing crazier looks to have more primer down. I don't know why. Maybe it's just an anxiety thing. Maybe I should try it without it, but I have not. And I don't know if today's the day after I already fucked up the makeup look one time. It was not due to primer or like setting my eyelid. It was not that. It was technique, and I didn't expect shit to go the way it did. So I'm going to grab this brush. It's another one of the Amazon Basics brush. I don't have a lot of super nice brushes. I am going to be getting Wet n Wild ones for Christmas, as I said again, or just good makeup brushes in general. This is the one I'm going to be using, and I'm going into the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. I'm going to dip into shade Sweet Tea. I actually really like this palette. I've used the yellow before in it. You guys have seen that, I think, if you guys have watched everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the line kind of going up like this. And grab the palette again, dip into it a little bit more, and then I'm going to take and continue the line. And I'm going to move the line up this way to make this form of a shape. I've seen this a bunch on Instagram, and I like the shape. I think this is more of like a 60s style shape is how I've seen it done a lot. And going to go. Alright, and after I kind of have the shape I want set out, I'm going to grab the shade Old Fashioned right here in the palette. I'm going to just tap into that a little bit. And I'm going to deepen the line. See how squeaky my chair is? I want to, after I save up for my little shopping trip with my friend, I want to get a vanity, like a real vanity, with a, with like an actual chair and everything, and just have something real nice for my filming setup, so I can stop being on this rickety ass chair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Butter Blush in Natural Glow by Physicians Formula. I'm going to swirl into it one time, tap most of the excess off, because I want just a tiny bit. It smells so good. Alright, I'm going to take, and I'm just going to like lightly blend the line out, just like the actual tiniest bit. And I'm going to just swirl my brush around. I just want to kind of just buff it just enough. Just enough. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab. So I'm going to grab my glitter primer thing from NYX. I'm going to put some on my finger. Then I'm going to tap some on. I'm going to tap it on my lid, kind of where I am going to put the shimmery shade on. I'm really going to just tap. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the yellow shade on my finger. I tried it on a brush last time. That is one of the reasons it went so bad, is because it got really patchy. So the shade does not work well with the brush. I mean, these shadows do not work well with brushes. I have learned from my past transgressions. Okay, I'm just going to continue to tap on the shadow. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the excess and tap it on the inner part, because I will be putting another shade on top of that. Well, shade. Not really, it's not even really eyeshadow. I'm going to grab my highlighter. Going to grab the shade a little bit. I'm just going to pop that on the very inner part to kind of just break the yellow up just the teensiest bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the shade Old Fashioned from the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. And I'm just going to deepen the lines again. Blend it out just enough, especially in the inner part. Alright. And I'm going to take the shade like very lightly on my brush. And I'm going to kind of go around the edge and kind of, you know, you see what I'm doing? It's like kind of swooping it so it's more of a circular shape right here. I don't know, I just like the way that looks that way. Now we are going to add stuff to the bottom lash line. I'm going to go into shade Old Fashioned, of course, and I'm going to blend that into the bottom lash line. I'm going to really like put a bunch on like the outer part and then lightly blend out the inner part. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then grab my highlighter again, and I'm going to take the highlighter, put the tiniest bit on my brush, and I'm going to focus it on the inner part of my eye and then blend out the excess kind of inward. That didn't have a lot of color payoff. Just try again. See. There we go, that's better. And then blend that inwards and then take the excess and just put it right here. So that is, well, not technically done with this eye, because I guess I'll put the mascara and stuff on, just so when I come back, it'll already be on. Using the Maybelline Mega Plush Mascara, because as I said, I use one mascara for like 3 months, and then I toss it out instead of having a million like I used to. Oh, in high school, I had like 12 different mascaras at one time. Alright, I'm going to start at the very end of my lashes and pull them up. And then I'm going to kind of take the brush and just sweep them across my eyelashes to kind of pull them this way a little bit. And then these ones I'm going to just paint upwards. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to focus again on the outer portion of my lashes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like shake them kind of back and forth and then go down. And then I'm going to just go down on the inner part and then just because I want more mascara on the edges to kind of pull my eyes like that, kind of pull them. I don't know, I just like it better when I do it that way, and I have been using this technique since I learned about it for a few weeks, and I've noticed a difference. Alright, so I'm going to leave. I'm going to do my other eye on the other side, and then I will be back to do the rest of my face. Wow, we're back, and my eyes are done. Now it's time to do my eyebrows. Yay! So I'm going to take this little brush right here. It's just this angled eyeliner brush. I really like it for my brows. I'm going to tap into shade Cedar in the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. And I'm going to just... What I do is I really like to focus on making the tail of my eyebrow first. And then the excess powder, I just move through my brows. And then... Now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I really focus on the tail and then just work the powder through the rest of the eyebrows. And push it up. Fix it up a little bit. Went a little bit over on the tail. Okay. Now we're going to put the brows in place. We're going to use the Great Lashes mascara from Maybelline. Okay. Now, time for lips. Then we should be done. So I'm going to grab this. It is by a brand called Sugar Rush or Sugar Coat. It says like, I'm assuming it's Sugar Rush, being that there's like a little diamond above it. It's in shade Cupcake. I'm going to take this. It smells so good. My lips together. And, all right. This is the finished makeup look. I really like it. I really like this shape of eye makeup. I think I'm going to start doing it more often now. This is why I love trying new things, because then I find things that are like amazing, like this eye shape for my eye shape. All right, I'm going to take my hair down. I'm going to go brush it out, hairspray it some, then I'm going to take some pictures for everything, and then I got some schoolwork I gotta do. But everyone, be safe, be good people, do plenty of good things. Make sure you make some good decisions. Make sure you're drinking your water. Say something nice into something nice to yourself and something nice to somebody else. Sorry, it took me a second to get that out. Make sure to follow me on Twitch at Valkyalley. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Valkyalley. Make sure to follow me at Twitter at Valkyalley. Make sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification, and like the video, or dislike the video, or comment, or not comment, but prefer that you like and comment. Alright everyone, have a good day. Be good people. Bye.